AITA for leaving in an Uber after my engagement party? My fiancé and I got engaged a week ago. It was an absolute disaster. I never wanted a party, but my fiancé's mom insisted, and wanted to have the engagement party at a restaurant that is expensive to me, and made my fiancé pull money out of his saving account to buy a house just so she could show herself off to her family. She picked a restaurant of her choice, invited her whole family, while I was only allowed to invite mom and dad. She didn't even order meals until later, because she was arguing about how her favorites weren't on the menu. I lied to my parents about food and said in her invitation, "Join us in celebrating Jake and Sarah's engagement with desserts and champagne, only." She said no kids but brought Sel's kids with her. She sat in the middle next to my fiancé, and they were both having a toast without me. I was feeling so uncomfortable and super pissed that I couldn't even hide it. My parents were the first to leave. They were upset. Can't blame them, it was awful. We were about to leave. My mother-in-law wanted us to give her a ride home because BL left with his cousin. My fiancé said sure. Next thing I knew, she got into the passenger seat, SL tagged along and stuffed her kids in the back where I supposed to sit. I found this so damn inappropriate and humiliating. I asked my fiancé if he was serious. I told him I belonged in the passenger seat, but mother-in-law said I was being disrespectful and refused to sit in the back, and threw some comments at me. I lost it, literally called an Uber and told them to go. My fiancé lashed out and called me crazy and told me to get in the car because I was embarrassing him. We yelled at each other. He refused to leave. I got in my Uber as they watched and went to my parents, cried my eyes out, and refused to answer my phone, to spare myself the shaming. It was awful. Awful, so awful that I regret not leaving early. I hate them all. They're treating me like trash and I've had it. I'm 24 and my fiancé is 27. Edit to clarify that. 1. She took some of our savings for a new house and spent it on the party. 2. She sat in the passenger seat and wanted me to sit in the back. My fiancé took her side and said I was embarrassing him.